Well, good day YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today we are looking at a beer from a brand new brewery here in Niagara-on-the-Lake. We are looking at From the Exchange, their number 6 Pale Ale. So there you go. The Exchange Brewery, number 6 Pale Ale. 6.2% alcohol by volume, 750 milliliters. You can see it is in a giant, it's in a giant, champagne bottle, that's what I was trying to say. An array of hops from North America and New Zealand make this brew a hophead's delight, showing off notes of tropical fruits and herbal goodness. It is tweaked with each harvest to showcase the season's best. Well, how do you know it's tweaked with each harvest, since this is the first brewing of this you've done, unless you're saying it will be tweaked. Anyway, hops Chinook. I can't make that out. Let's see if I can get it on the camera here. Start getting the camera to focus. Rubica and Wymus. I can't actually tell if I'm reading that right. IBU 60. The Exchange Brewing Company, Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario. Now, before we get into this, here's what I'm going to say. This beer was $11.30 a bottle. Now, $11.30 a bottle is the same amount of money that this would have cost me if I had bought it and not gotten it in a beer club. Now, that Cuvée de Rank is a 70% Belgian sour ale mixed with 30% Belgian lambic. So it is a Belgian beer mixed with two of the most expensive types of Belgian beer to get in a champagne bottle, then shipped across the ocean, put through customs, and then sold. So that is $11.30, and that is $11.30. Now, don't get me wrong, I know I'm talking about price, and you all go insane when I talk about price, but here's the thing. This is just prices of bottles, and I'm giving you an example of something else that would cost the same amount. Now, the Exchange, if you go to the Exchange and actually drink at the brewery, their prices are competitive, if not better, than a lot of other breweries in Niagara area, and especially in Toronto, because Toronto is the big thing that we compare to all the time. Samples are $2 each. Samples are 4 ounces, 4 to 5 ounces. I can't remember the exact amount. They come in beautiful little stemless wine glasses. And then a full glass is $6. So, I mean, you're looking at proper pricing and fair pricing for their beer. It's just the take-homes that are scary. That's a scary price right there for a take-home beer. I better love this beer. So, let's open her up and let's give her a shot, shall we? Oh, come on. There we go. And not even the oxidization proof caps, just a regular cap. And again, I'm not actually saying anything bad, I'm just bringing up my thoughts on them, okay? You don't like it, you don't like it. I would hope that the brewery's realizing that I'm being very, very diplomatic here. They're going to be at my beer festival. I love that they're in the area. They're going to specialize in sours, but that's why I'm a little scared here. If it's $11.30 for a regular beer, what's their sours and barrel-aged beers going to cost me? Oh my God, I'm worried. But that is a beautiful beer. I'll give it that. Crystal clear. I mean, you know I like haze myself, but crystal clear beers are nice too. Crystal clear, a little bit of a coppery color, like coppery and slightly amber. I mean, it has that little bit of like an orange hue to it. Beautiful bright white head. Look at how creamy that head is. It doesn't have all the big bubbles that a lot of others have. Look at how creamy that is. I gotta go in and buy an Exchange glass, so I'm not drinking out of a Blanche de Chamblay, but whatever. This is the glass I picked for the week. This is the glass we have. Smell. Woo! Okay. So out of the glass, some blood orange, some mango, a little bit of passion fruit, slight touch of like cut grass, and a slight touch of pine. Very interesting smelling beer out of the glass. Out of the bottle. Oh, out of the bottle I'm getting the malts too. Malts, a lot more pine, some blood orange. Malts, blood orange, pine. Malt, blood orange, pine, and passion fruit out of the bottle. I actually like the smell from both the glass and the bottle. It's actually really nice. Let's try the beer. Cheers. Bang. Okay. Nice cut grass, orange peel, and like overripe mango flavor. You know how once a mango overripens, it no longer is sweet. It kind of just has that like just fruit flesh flavor, just like almost a neutral fleshiness. So I'm getting a little bit of pine. I'm getting that neutral like fruit fleshy. I don't even know, like when you have an apple, you have an apple or an orange or anything, and you've chewed them so long that all the flavor's gone, and you just keep chewing, and it's just that kind of like dull blah taste. So a little bit of orange peel, a little bit of pininess, and that blah flesh is the finish of this beer, and it makes it dry. It makes it moreish. I mean, it dries out the back of your palate, and you want to drink another sip. So you grab the beer and you go in for another sip. And you get a slight touch of malt up at the forefront, just a slight touch of malty sweetness, a little bit of passion fruit, and a little bit of almost cantaloupe up at the forefront, and just melon and passion fruit, and then you go back into that drying moreish finish. Very light-bodied, very easy to drink. Nothing to really offend you, nothing to really surprise you or anything. It's a really good beer. Nice pale ale. I shouldn't say really good beer as much as a really nice, solid pale ale. If I was sitting in the bar and I was drinking this at $6 a glass, I would be 100% okay with it. Bringing it home at $11.30 a bottle, I'm not so okay with. Now, again, it's a nice beer. It's a good beer. I would suggest buying it, even if you just buy it on tap at the brewery. It's a beautiful bottle. It's a beautiful display. It's in a beautiful part of town. It's right in downtown Niagara-on-the-Lake. It's even more sophisticated than Virgil, where Silversmith and Oast House are, which are technically Niagara-on-the-Lake, but they're the outskirts. This is the deep heart of Niagara-on-the-Lake, and you're going to be paying a premium for real estate there. You're going to be paying a premium for everything there. So the price tag makes sense, but at the same time, with the amount of breweries in Ontario and going to the LCBO and all that, does taking a bottle home at that price make sense for me? No, not of this. Now maybe their sours will be in the 13 to 15 range, and they'll blow me away, and they'll be worth that. But just their average offerings, I'm not feeling it. I've now done what? This is my sixth beer from them. I really liked two of them. I was okay with two of them. I disliked one of them of all the ones I've rated already. Excuse me. Pardon me very much. I really like this beer. And I will give this beer a 7.75 out of 10. I enjoy this beer. I could drink this at $6 a pint all night long without complaints. I just don't want to bring it home at the price it is. It's much like Silversmith's Black Lager. If I sit at the bar and I order pints of it, I could drink their Black Lager all night long. But at $9 a bottle, I don't want to bring it home. It's one of those things where I look at what I can get for that $11.30. And if I'm going to drink it home, I can get just as good or higher quality for me ales at the same price or under. Like, I could get 3 or 4 even cans of something or bottles of something that I like just as much. And I mean, I'm not into getting shit-faced, but I don't want to sit down and just drink one beer. This is a great sharing beer, though. I mean, if you want something cool to put in the middle of the table, this probably works. And unlike the IPA, I think a lot of people could drink this. I haven't tried all their offerings yet. I want to get into the rest of them. But I really do like this brewery. I do think it's a little too sophisticated for me normally. I walk in my sandals and shorts and like muscle shirt and all that, and I'm like, oh my god, what have I just walked into? But it's a beautiful location, it's a beautiful building, it's a beautiful beer, and everything, even the people that work there are beautiful. And I think that's the other thing, right? I'm an ugly motherfucker, that's why I'm not even on camera right now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.